Happy Monday. So I have actually taken a little bit of a hiatus from this blog and from kind of life, honestly, for the last 2 or 3 weeks. I had an incident that occurred at work in which I disappointed some people that I really look up to and made a pretty big mistake. And that, coupled with moving, which is stressful, coupled with the loss of a student, with my own frustrations, with life in general, I hit a pretty bad depressive episode. And so this video is about knowing what the markers look like so you can help someone who may not be doing too well but really might not know how to get help or may need your help and is secretly begging you for it and you might not even see the signs. And so with depression, of course, everything is different for every person. That's what makes it so difficult to live with at times. But some of the things that I've noticed that I do and people that I've grown close to within the world of mental illness also experience, it boils down to a couple of really key things. The first is a change in eating habits. For me, I start eating crap food. That's what makes me feel good for a couple of minutes. But then I start getting really obsessive about the fact that I am eating so badly, so maybe I'll restrict my food. And so I'm not eating a lot, but what I am eating isn't necessarily the best for me. And that's just my personal what I do. For some people, it may be binge eating. It may be not eating at all. Becoming very aware of everything that they're eating and measuring their food. That's just one kind of marker. The next one for me is if I'm in a really bad episode, you will see me with a greasy ponytail, probably haven't showered in 3 or 4 days, no makeup, and wearing the easiest thing I can possibly find, which is usually a t-shirt and leggings, or if I have to go to work, a dress. And that's because it just is so hard to get up out of bed that getting ready in the morning seems impossible. And so I will wait until the last minute to drag myself out of bed and get ready. And on that note, whenever I experience a really bad episode, I am literally late to everything. And that's kind of a personality flaw as well, but it gets really bad whenever I'm starting to feel pretty depressed. I sometimes have to call out of work or cancel plans because I'm having such a hard time getting out of bed. I just know it's not going to happen. And the next thing is irritability and maybe not acting like themselves or yourself, being snippy or sarcastic or very negative. I am naturally at times a really negative person, and when I start to get really depressed, it's easy for me to put people down because that makes me feel better about myself in some twisted way. And so knowing what the signs are for you, and knowing what the signs are for maybe a friend or the people that you love or a boyfriend or the person who sits next to you in class every day, that's the first step to being able to get help and to start getting better. And so I know that those seem pretty blanket and maybe a little simple, but in reality, depression is quite simple. It all boils down to not feeling like yourself and not finding the little joys in every day. And that spirals down to a place that doesn't feel very good. And so with that in mind, the sooner we can help each other and help ourselves, the sooner we can get back to enjoying life. Have a great night.